Hello everybody, we're back in Mexico. Mexican GP getting underway. Oh, I'm excited for this race. Look at this lovely theme tune in the background. For a great race, for a great track. Fantastic. Anyway, it's me, your commentator Ryan. Looking forward to doing this with you. Maybe I can show you this as well. And yeah, we're just waiting for everyone to get ready for a bit of quali. Yeah. Enjoy the stream, I suppose. Smexy theme tune this is. We'll just wait for Naismith and we should get ourselves ready and on the way to go. Just shut my door. Righty ho, that's enough. Yeah, so welcome everybody. Quali is now underway. And for everyone just to settle this up, so I will now put up on these the detailed tyre, telemetry, lap data and a full track map. All ready to show you guys some wonderful racing. And a great quali because it's a full grid. Wow, I haven't seen that for a while. Full grid everybody. It's very good to see. Full grid, hopefully no DNFs today. Hopefully no safety cars as well, as it's becoming a little bit of a theme in the league, but it's fine. We do get them. It's going to happen, but yeah. So first man out is a Ferrari. I'm guessing that's Dima. It is. So we'll go on board with Dima then for his first lap. He's going to be the first person to do his lap. One-time race winner, by the way, Dima. One race win this season. Oh, give me a minute. I think it sounds a bit too loud. I didn't knock that down a notch. Oof. Does that do 5? Will that do it? That's fine. Give me a second. I'm hopping the stream. Let me just hear myself. Dima lost his win. Oh, did he lose his win? Really? Oh, no. Oh, that's actually disappointed. Hello, Helix. Yeah. Chips pen got removed. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Viva la Dima. I hope he gets a win today. Right, once he comes out of these couple of corners, I'm just going to clear him here myself for a minute. Right. Okay. I'm here, but not here. I'm out. Yeah. It's unfortunate to not have you as a co-commentator today, Helix. But hope to have you back sooner or later as Helix. No, you got to say Helix now. Dima flying down that long main straight in Mexico through turn 1. Needs to get close to the curb as he possibly can to get much time gained. And I think he's done that pretty well. Let's just do this now and coming round there now, sweeping left-hander back into a right-handing turn through turn 6 and 7. Very good there from Dima. Avoids the track limits and again a very right-handing turn. Now comes the S section, my favourite section of the track, but you've got to keep it nice and tight with the traction, hopefully not to lose anything, as it can cost you massively, and you could get a thingy, but he's done it well. FT was iffy, ended stream halfway, had to go. Alright, Dima running up to the last part of the track now. That's a few corners. These corners are normally tricky if you're turning a bit too early or late. It does ruin your lap, really. Well, that's K1 retiring from the session already. I think that's him crashing in the S section. And a 1 minute 17.788 is Dima's first lap. And head to AlphaTauri of Matty, who is coming around the final corner now. Where's Matty Cop? Gonna put his AlphaTauri It's not as close as Demons with a 1 minute 18.22. Then it's Cialdini with 1 minute 16.6 in the Aston Martin. And where is Nano going to put it always? I think he's coming into the pits. He is. Must have a spud or something. And who's next? It's going to be Zinc. He gets 1 minute 17.1, so that puts him up to P2. And who's up next? Oh, I think it's Omar with a 1 minute 24.6, so he can definitely improve on that. Definitely a mistake somewhere. I think Jacob Boy has, yeah, he's done his lapping. Ooh. It looks like a saved fuel, and I think he's getting his teammate Timu. Fastest lap was a 1 minute 17 on the dot. Ooh. Not too bad. I mean, it's obviously slower than tier 1, as Jenga Boy gives his teammate a tow down the straight. His teammate only gets a 1 minute 23.9. I think both of them do. No, slow. Chimp goes P3 then with a 17.6. Then my Dima improves on that with a 17.4 as Josh gives Timu a massive tow down that straight. Good teamwork. Always slightly cut the corner there a bit, but it's fine. Still within track limits. As I think Jacob Boy still not pushing for us that massively, as he did lift off, and I think he's only using that one to give Timu a bit of a boost. He was 3 seconds up at this time, almost loses it, heading into the swooping right-handing turn. But I think he is fine for now. I think nothing has changed that much apart from Marco Angelo going up to P7 with a 1 minute 18.4. 2 tenths off his teammate. Definitely could improve. That's Luke going P6 with a 1 minute 18.1. That is decently quick. That is top 6 for Luke. Another top 10 quali finish for Luke could be very good in confidence and could pay off. And here comes Timu. Where is he going to do his? Well, 1 minute 17.3. That puts him in the second row. And I think Bernard Damon is up heading into the show is invalid. And we got the Merc of Jordan just about to go for his lap. Championship leader. Then he did have to do a stellar comeback race in Zandvoort. So let's see what the Merc can do heading down on that main straight. He doesn't have ERS open, so ERS deployed. It's going to hit a bit of traffic of the two Astons here, but they gratefully get out of the way. Classic Jordan leaving the pits late. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he has ERS. I don't think he knows he has ERS on. I think it's just a warm-up lap, maybe. We would have had that for thingy. I don't know. Anyway, what we're going to do in the first sector, 29.2. The quickest or the slowest, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I think it's a bit too late now to turn the ERS on. I think it's a warm-up lap. Who else is on that proper lap then? Touriant, he gets a 1 minute 17.8. Not too bad, not too shabby. Alright, so 12 people left to set a lap. Obviously, Nano about to do on his outlap, and Jacob Boy goes out on his outlap now as well. So does Omar, who definitely wants to improve on that on 1 minute 24, because that is horrendous from him. Jordan still, I think he's going to have a proper go at this lap now. Does he know his ERS is open or not? I don't think he does. It's only good enough for P7. 1 minute 15, 1 minute 17.7. Odd. I think that's Hazy giving Nano a tow. And he is, I think he's abandoning his lap as well, Hazy, because he's got provisional pole at the moment of time. The stellar of a lap with a 1 minute 16, by the way. The quickest man by far on track. We'll see what Jordan, Omar and Josh has to do. And Naismith, to be fair, who's on his outlap now. Who sinks doing it on the front row for the first time. I think it's very good from him. Okay, so here's Nano having to hold his car throughout this section. As I said before, tricky, as the traction is quite poor there. But if you can hold on to it, you can get very, very good time. I don't know. That's a McLaren of either Chip of Jono in the wall, losing his front wing there. So I don't think he's going to be too happy about that on his first out lap. Where's Nano going to sort his car? It's going to be 1 minute 17.9, only good with a P9. Separates the Hasses. Let's see what Josh could do in his second sector. Heading into the S section now. Again, need to find minimal traction within this to at least not lose the car. I think he's finding it well, having to lift off slightly there, but it's fine for him. We'll take that with 57.1, fastest second sector overall. Could this be a pole sitting lap so far? Still in it from Hazy. He's in the throttle there, as you can see. And going full flat out on the straight with a 16.9. Still not quick. It's good enough for the second row, front row, but it's not quick enough to beat Hazy's 1 minute 16.6. 3/10 is quicker by. So that is superb. Okay, Shocker on his lap as well. So is Dima. There's already a 10th up on his lap. That'll put him ahead of Timu and put him back on the second row start. Oh, it's invalidated. Yikes, that's unlucky. Right, what does Shocker's first sector look like? Alright, I've got to go. Put CoCom will probably not happen until next week. Yeah, next season. Oh, yikes. Okay. 1/10 up. Yeah, up. He's got the fastest first sector, Dave Shocker. 1/10 up so far. Oh, invalidates just before heading to the sweep it right-hander. That's unlucky. Here comes Luke, looking there for the fastest first sector. Definitely excited to see what this lap can produce then. Luke heading into the sweeping right, the S section, my bad. Needs to keep the traction nice and calm. Invalidates, went too far in there for it. Lucky. Shadow on his lap. Okay, the Alpine, he had a good weekend in Zandvoort, Shadow. Hoping to do more with the Alpine team. Keeps it nice and calm through the S section. 57, and then a flat. Fastest second sector for him. Oh, it goes wide. Sticks within track limits still. So he should be fine. Last section could be a bit tight. Turns in too early. That's going to lose him a lot of time. Shadow. But 1 minute 16.909 puts him onto the second row. Burn it down. I didn't realise burn it down is gone B2. 1/10 off Hazy. Not too bad. 1/10 flat to Hazy. It's very close. Right, he's heading on to their laps now. Marcangelo. He's boxing. Yeah, he is. Shocker on his lap. Invalidates. Jordan finally using ERS. Just wondering why he was stuck there in P13. Naismith in P6, didn't realise that. Zinc P5, Josh has been put down the order to P4. So what, is Jordan going to be the man to stop Hazy getting his second pole position? No, first pole position. My bad, he didn't get pole position in Zandvoort. That was Jordan. As Jordan does get the fastest second sector, needs the first sector to be bang on, not to lose any time. And Jordan's going to be 1 minute 16.7. It's only good enough for the second row. Oh, the Merc will not be happy with that one. Omar does his lap. Yikes, what's happening here? Omar, definitely one of the only two people now. Well, one person on Dom still hasn't done a lap yet. Well, I'll go on board with him for this. The Alfa Romeo car looks a bit dirty, but I think he'll be fine with that. Not too long ago, not too long left now for quali as he head into the air section. Look a bit slow, losing. Looked like he was losing it there. But strongly held, 58.6, not the fastest second sector I've seen, but needs to get the third sector bang on perfect turning well. Oh, took too much curve on that one, my opinion. I think he's going to find himself the box. He is. Good Omar doing. He validates again. It seems like he can't get the S section right, as that is where he's struggling. Jono currently out-qualifying his teammate Chimp is coming on his outlap. So is Matty, so is Michelangelo, so is Timu, and you got Josh also on his outlap as well, and Hazy on his lap. Set the record, going to be doing his lap soon with 3 minutes 50 to go. Who's going to take pole position? Who's going to steal it from Hazy? Is anyone going to nick it? Is anyone who's going to be the surprise front runner? Any dark horses heading into the final minutes of quality with 3 minutes 30 to go? As Hazy starts his lap, needs a strong one to confirm that pole position and stop anyone else getting any closer, because so far 2 people are close, with Bernie down and Jordan, who are only a 10th separating him and them. Needs to get this first sector good, keep it within the limits, which he has done very well. I don't know if he's going to find time in this first sector of his. Is he? He's a 10th up. That's going to be worrying for Jordan and Burn It Down to Sea on the telemetry board back in the pit lane. Gets a swooping right-hander bang on. Now needs to confirm that pole if he wants to get this second sector good. Not lose any traction, because obviously he is a 10th up so far. I don't know where else he is. Ooh, does keep within limits. And is it still going to be that 10th up? Is there going to be 2 10ths up now? Wow! Can Hazy secure that pole position at Mexico today? Right-hander down, heading into that main straight now, and he is going to confirm it with a 1 minute 16.3. Jordan and Burn It Down are going to need one hell of a lap, if they want to get that pole position. They need to find 3 attempts, both to confirm that lap, to get pole position and steal it off Hazy. Where's Jenga Boy? He's doing his lap now, finding the slipstream off his teammate Timu, who's going to give him the ultimate slip there. I think Josh is going to give him the replay back on the slipstream down this straight as well. The Williams pair working brilliant, I think. Through that, Josh needs a good second sector then, so the fast first sector. Does need a fight if he wants to get at least pole position. 5 attempts, 2 attempts if he wants to think about getting on that front row alongside Hazy. Was on the second row in Zanzor, so he hopes to get even better in Mexico today. Gets the second sector bang on right. The 1 minute 60 is 3 attempts up, as I said. Needs to get 3 attempts to find himself in the front row. But still going to find 6 attempts, another 3 attempts in these next 4 corners to find himself on a pole position. And I think Hazy's happy with that, and he retires within the pit lane, and I don't blame him at all as he goes through. Oh, never mind, Josh's big pole. Wow, what a lap there by Josh with a 1 minute 16.316. Hazy has lost his pole position lap, and Jordan now doing his 2 attempts up. Hazy could definitely fall down the order here if Jordan can find an extra 10th in this last sector. Oh wow, he's not going to be too happy with that. But now Josh has found himself on pole position. I wasn't expecting that. And then here comes Jordan, finds himself only on the second row. Wow, 3 guys awfully close, him nicking that second place on Hazy. We see Josh, Jordan, front row lineup, but we do not. So far, it's a Williams on pole. Burn It Down can't get pole. He is going to stay in the second row. P4, it's only good enough for him. Shadow can't find any more time as he goes along. He's on his final lap. Can he find himself on that second row, or is he going to be happy on the third row? Omar only good enough for 6th so far. Zink only needs to find a 10th to make it Alpine 6-7, and he fails to keep within the limits. Naismith needs to find some time if he wants to be alongside his teammates. Not that far, much separated him. Shadow, so he's only been dropped down to 9th. Shocker finds himself P6. giving it the Alpine a bit of a headache, giving it a Red Bull sandwich. Heading into the S section now is Naismith. Can he find time within it? Wow, I'm going to need a breather there because I was not expecting that pole position lap there. By 4/10 up Naismith. I'll definitely see him to be P5. Needs to find a little bit more time if he wants to be a Mercedes second row lockout. That'll be a very good result for Mercedes. He had a very poor result in Zandvoort, Naismith. So now, what is he going to do? He's only good enough. It's P5 to knocks the Red Bull down for a P6-7 lineup. But it's only good enough for the third row, and now sandwiches the Alpine with Shadow. Oh wow, that was a very, very thrilling quali. And Josh gets his pole position in Mexico. Wow, was not expecting that. Not expecting that indeed. Yeah, sometimes that's racing. It can surprise you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So Josh gets pole. That is an awfully close front four. Only, well, you got Shadow with 0.083, then Jordan with 0.068, then Jordinio with 0.59, and then you got Josh taking pole position. Wow. Whew. We can breathe now, ladies and gentlemen. We can breathe after that thrilling quali. Whew. Right, as we get the formation lap, the underway, I'll run you down through the grid order. So first place goes to Jacob Boy after a fantastic quali. Then Hazy lines up alongside him with P2. Jordan, championship leader, expecting better. P3 for him, starts in the second row alongside the Alpine of Shadow. Naismith, P5. Very good quali, better than he was at Zandvoort. Seems to stay along with the other team, well, his teammate for starters and the ones up front because he's on the hard tyres. The ultimate strategy to Jordan. Then burn it down. P6, making a Red Bull P6-7 with Shocker. Omar P8 on the hard tyres. Zinc medium tyre strategy. And the hards could go to lap 20 to 28, as you can see there. Zinc P9. Torrent P10. Alongside being ahead of both McLarens of Chimp and Jono. Timu P13 had a strong start to quali, but seemed like he couldn't finish it off with a better end to it. Marco Angelo finally got there in the end. P14 with DMAT P15 had a decent start to quali as well. Didn't have a better end. Maticop P16 and Nano P17 with Luke, K1 and I'm Dom ending the back of the grid. So as Josh just going around the final corners of the give me a second. the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit as he finals was to get himself line up with all the DSQ cars there. Jesus, gotta do better, lads. A bit of tyre warm up from the McLaren, giving Naismith and Jordan a bit of the dust. As he lines himself up there. Now we just wait for here we go for the 5 red lights. Don't know what that says that to, you know that. Right, we're lined up. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, and it's gonna be lights out and away we go as Josh gets a decent start, but is it better than Hazy's? Hard to tell who got the better start, who got better wear. As I feel like Josh did get the best start. That's Naismith dropping down the order. The hard tyres not doing as well. Then that is, oh, what a move from Jordan around the outside and Hazy. He's gonna keep the, he's not gonna keep the position, no. Instead he's gonna lose time to Shadow, who's gonna get an excellent run on Hazy. He's all over him here. Heading into turn 5. Can he get the outside move done? Then back on the inside. Hazy goes slightly wide off track. That's going to give Shadow the bit of an advantage heading to this right-hander. It is. It's going to push Hazy wide even more. They're still at contact there. Need to leave each other more room as Hazy gets the move back on the inside up. Wow, what a start. Naismith could not have asked for a worse start from P9, from P5 all the way to P20. The hard tyres not paying off then. It might have been caught up in an instant as Nano makes his way up to P12. Contact made between him and the Ferrari. There's someone in the wall. And I think that is Dom. It is Dom. Oh, that's unlucky. As Torriant right behind Burn It Down, who is ghosted for some, so he's at a bit of a disadvantage. I feel like there's it could be easy overtaken. And that is Josh who's sticking the lead through lap 1. No one got really overtaken by who apart from Jordan, losing P4 to Shadow, P3 I mean, but he's going to get the run back on Shadow on the inside, heading into turn 1. Can he get the move done? He does. Sticks ahead through turn 2, which he does still, as Chimp is made his way up to P5. Excellent start from P11. Burn It Down is defending. Zink got an awful start, so is Shocker. He was starting 7th and now he's dropped down to 17th, so he's lost 10 positions in the process. But Naismith losing it all. I don't know what's happened there. We'll get confirmation if it's been reported to see what's happened. That is the Alfa Romeo of K1 getting contact with Marco Angelo. As he goes wide there, it's going to allow Shocker to get the inside. There's a spin there from Marco. I don't think that was down to contact or anything. I think that was a loose of the pedal. And I think that's a 3-second penalty. As we see it Burn It Down all over Torriant, who wants a good result in the Haas today. Nothing bad. Could think of a move. Doesn't think to go for it. Jono on the soft set of tyres. Keeping right ahead with Burn It Down. And he gets the overtaking move done. Can't do nothing when you're ghosted. So he now moves up to P7. The McLaren going to ask for such more of a better start. Jordan with the fastest lap. And we're going to have DRS activated within on that straight. He's already run out of ERS. That is not good. Both of them using a lot of ERS. It is the ERS running down track. So I wouldn't be surprised. There's Jono getting the move done on the Haas. Down the inside. Can he keep ahead as Torriant dives on him? Lagging through there. I think he's lagging for me. I don't know if he's lagging for him, but that's not good. That's going to allow Matikov to get past both, Burn It Down. Could fall about a double overtake on Jono, but doesn't seem like he could get the move done just there, as he could think of a move down the inside. Bit too far back. We could think about it now, slightly wide. I think he avoids the track limits just. And we're going to see DRS for the first time now after this S section. They need to keep within the track limits and the whole traction. Was that? Oh wow! Look at the back, and a Shadow losing it all. That's going to allow Chimp to get up to P4. I think, as I said, you see, as I said before, the traction's going to come massively. Looks like he lost it through the S section, Shadow. That's going to drop him down to P5, right behind Chimp. As you can see, DRS on this long straight. Timu getting a 3-second penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Expected to see happen. who's the closest man to see the DRS going to change. Use it now. Is Shadow is gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining on Chimp. Is he going to get the move done? He can beat it to the first turn. They both break a bit early as Jordan gets to the first 3 seconds in the front row. Hello, Kaya. As now Shadow 1/10 behind. Still, can he get the move done on Chimp? As Chimp is using the brake lighting strategy there. Oh, not good. Timu wide. That means Torrent is wide. That's 3 seconds for Matty as well for multiple track limit warnings. The Red Bulls are finding out. And that's Torrent spinning. And that's going to move Timu up. That's going to move John. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic, mate. How are you doing yourself? Is that Zinc still chasing after Timu? Not that far close. The top 3 only separated nearly by a whole second. Hazy, not a great start from him. Nearly a second back on Josh. Jordan still getting faster stop after faster stop, and he's going to have DRS as well. If he doesn't have DRS, that's fantastic to hear, Kaya. Jordan still 2 tenths back. It seems like he can't do anything. Is that Naismith? It is Naismith. Seems like he's lost it. Oh, that's unfortunate for Naismith. Hasn't had the look to the race he wants. Whew. Oh, Shadow is still pointing out Chimp for that P4 position. A bit close. Think about the move down the inside. Chimp closes the door on him, says no, you will not get past that. To 3 seconds for Chimp for multiple track limit warning then. Sync right behind Timu. Zinc definitely wants a good result for the this Alpine team out to get him into a good secure place in the constructors. Whew, I could breathe after this. Jesus. Nice Swift getting a 3 second penalty there. No one offensively close to really anyone yet. The only person close to someone is Jordan in the front row, and Shadow close to Chip. Sorry for the yawn. Zinc still 6 tenths. Omar not that close to Shocker. Shadow again is gaining and gaining and gaining on a Chimp, but I think it's a bit too far back. I think it'll be tough track to come 8th earlier. Well, yeah, it's a very tough track Mexico is, especially on that S section. That's a very painful section to do. Well, 8th, not a bad result, I suppose, from you. Very decent. As Jordan is very, very close. Oh, wait. Has Hazy taken the? Hazy's now taking the lead in a whole second in front of Josh. I have absolutely missed that. Oh damn! Either way, Josh seems like he's losing a bit of pace. It seems like he can't find pace to get close to Hazy to get DRS. So Jordan is going to be all over him now with the DRS. I think he's got ERS advantage on Jordan. He does by about 20%. That's Jono dropping down the order as he loses it, and he's lost the front wing as well as he loses it in the S section. That's unfortunate. That means a lot of people are going to move up places, and that's Zinc getting up to P7 then. Catch up to P16 with a 3 second penalty. As now, oh god, Jordan getting right up close to Josh, moves down the inside. Gonna go a long way around this thing. He can think about a switchbacking move, can't get it done. Josh well defended. Hazy still in the lead. He needs no mistakes today if he wants to get that deserved win, as he just missed out on a win in Zanzut by a couple of tenths. Oh, a bit of contact made by Jordan and Josh. These two title competitors at it, right neck to neck. As Shadow is right behind Chimp, carrying the Alpine team, getting decent results. He's got a good result in Zanzut, hoping for a better result here in, nearly lose it in the S section. So does Chimp. So equality there. Blasting that ERS. That's might again another 3-second penalty. If he already didn't have one, he has got one out now. Chimp allowed. Ooh, I was going to say Chimp might have allowed Shadow to get a move down the inside there because he went slightly wide into the first left-handing turn into the last corner as they're now headed to the final straight. Can Jordan get the move done now on the Williams on the front wing board? Looks very close there. Looks to get the move done. I think he's ahead, but Josh fights back. Very close. Wheel banging together. That's going to allow Jordan to having to cut the corner. I think he's got an illegal overtake. He does. And it's got to give Jordan back Josh back the position. Hazy's loving the fact that these two are fighting. Let's give him a 2-second lead on each other. On these two. That's Shadow. Oh, Chimp goes wide. It's going to allow Shadow to get a great exit on the McLaren of Chimp. Could we move down the inside? No. Thinks rather let's stick behind. Wait till the DRS. Ben will hit him. I think it's the smart decision. I think Zig's been overtaken by Burn It Down, and he has. Burn It Down needs to find time to catch up to the in-house Jordan. Get another 3-second penalty. 6 seconds for the current World Drivers' Championship leader as Timu loses it after the S section. That's going to allow Burn It Down to get past. As you can see, Chimp as well and Shadow going side by side, heading to the final bit of a track. Bit of contact made still. Look at that McLaren. It's a bit of a dirty McLaren at the moment. Shadow thinking about a move down the inside. They don't think so. But Dan did get the move done on Timu. Now Timu is hoping to get a move done back on Burn It Down as he got the better traction throughout onto the straight. Down the straight. Is Timu going to get the job done? Seems quicker on the straight. He is quick on the straight. That camera shake is brilliant. And you see the Alpine and the McLaren going side by side as well. Heading on that straight as Shadow gets the move done on Chimp. He moves up now to P4 and the hunt for that position is on. And seems like Hazy had a bit of a spin that allows Jordan to take P1. As Hazy still can't come out of the shadowing. That's going to allow Josh to get up to P2. That is not good. As I said, mistakes could not be made by this man, and mistakes has been done by this man. And the S section finding it tricky for him. He couldn't defend as he was still in ghost mode, so 1.2 seconds he's dropped far back. That puts Josh in theoretical race lead. Jordan leading on track, but 6-second penalties doing him in here. Hard to get there for the track limits, I know it is. He's absolute Fabio does it fine. Naismith can't find time, still P16. Struggling to catch for the race. That's Nano getting a 3-second penalty there. Luke right behind Matty as Omar is still on the hard tyres, trying to find heat, trying to find some cop on these hards to get part 2. Shocker. Timu now is wanting the piece of that McLaren of Chimp. Doesn't seem as quick event, but Alpine again he brakes late, cost him time really. As Hazy spinning it is, he's going to drop down even more. That's going to allow Shadow to nick a podium position. As Hazy's now going to have to pray for a safety car and a stellar combat race as he's now P8. Oh, it's gone from good to bad to good to worse. What is the fastest lap currently? I've got you, my mate. The fastest lap currently is Jordan with a 1 minute 19.745. That's the fastest lap, as you can see there. There you go, my man. As Jono with a 3-second penalty there. There's Mr. Ferrari of Omar spinning on the S section. Tough section for him to do apparently there. Struggled it in quali, struggled it in the race. Now Josh hunting down. No problem Goya. As now Josh hunting down Hazy with a 3-second. Hunting down Jordan. Contact being made. Oh no, there was contact made there, I see. Looked like it. I don't know if there was, but it did look like it on my POV as Josh Denson like to get the move done as he now nicks P1 back on track and on to the race. As now Hazy gets up P5, Zinc, looks like he lost a bit of traction on guard condition with Burn It Down. That's going to lose him a lot of time as Timo is up to P4. Good result here for the Williams, and it's a result well needed if they want to catch up to not only Mercedes but to McLaren in a championship fight, which is really a one-handed team at the moment. But Timo saying, I'm going to prove these doubters wrong. That is a McLaren of Jono spinning there in near the pit lane. Needs to avoid the walls so there's no safety car, which he does. But Josh still in the lead. Hazy catching up to Chimp. Definitely needs this now as he goes to the move down the inside on Chimp. Chimp goes wide. It's going to need Hazy to go around the outside for a sweeping right and left handing turn. He definitely seems more he has the pace, Hazy. So I feel like he'll get past Chimp with ease, and Hazy does need this as he can catch up to Timu and get P4 and then try his road to get back to Shadow, who is at the moment P2. Well, he's a fun time to get a P2 position as Jordan seems like he could have a run on the Williams now. Only a 10th separating, and I could be right as they could go wheel to wheel here. Now Jordan hesitates and doesn't go for a move. Whew, lap 12 here, and we've seen some very good side to side racing, wheel to wheel racing so far. I was right, Chaldilio did get the move on Chimp done as he now hunts down Timu for a P4 position. I think he's gonna get within DRS to get the position. Maybe he is now within DRS position. He is gonna get it as he just reached the marker in time. Got a great exit through the S section down on the straight then. And I think that's Chimp spinning, and it is. Chimp has spun on the S section and stood him in. That's put Luke up to P9, Shocker up to P8, and Zinc up to P7, and Burn It Down up to P6. As now Jordan is a bit too far back to go for a move on Josh. He is Hazy too far back to go for a move on Timu? I think he is, as Timu is aggressively weaving there. Well, not aggressively weaving, but weaving on the straight to break a slipstream on him. But that's no matter a job for Hazy as he found some brilliant exit out of the corners. It's the apex brilliantly, gets a good round on the second long straight here in Mexico as he gets the braking done, and he does. Beats Timu to the braking, then he gets the job done heading into the S section. Moves up himself up to P4 as Jordan and Josh still fight for this P1 as Jordan still got 6 seconds, but I think he'd like to have a victory on track. Heading near the pit stop ranges, 4 laps to go until you'll see pit stops happening for the medium runners. No safety car, no VSC yet, and it's good news to hear because I'm a man of racing and I'm a man to like to see racing. As now Jordan 7 attempts heading onto the straight. Looks like Josh got the better exit. He has the ERS advantage arguably by a country mile, 5 cents separating. That is a Haas spinning in the S section, and it's Torrent. No, before we get to the S section, it's Torrent again. Jordan too far back, but he's going to get the better exit heading out turn 3 and 4, then 5. Is he going to get is the DRS going to help him down the straight? He is gaining just a tiny bit, not a much. He's going to stay behind Jordan then, heading into the S section soon enough later, unless Josh can make a mistake. Yeah, Jordan thinks about it but hesitates and backs off a bit as that's Josh going wide. Follow me as Hazy trying to catch up there to Shadow as Jordan needs to stay really close up enough to the rear wing, well, feeling the rear wing and feeling that gas off. I didn't mean quite literally as he bumps Jenga Boy, and that's going to slow him down incredibly. That's going to allow Shadow to catch up. I think he saw that within the mist. That's going to give Shadow the 4 second advantage, 3 second now, and he moves him up to P2. Jordan with the late break, and I think that's a damage front wing for Jordan as he boxes. So I think he's got a down from him. I think he just boxes the general. Good time for him to pit then, as it's heading to P15 now. And off he goes. That's going to drop him down quite low the order now. That braking situation kind of handed him into a slightly early pit stop, going for the undercut on Josh then. As there he goes, he's going to drop down to P10 to 9. Is he going to stay in front of P10 as Matty and Jordan going to go wheel to wheel through his, as Matty does take P10 from P9 from Jordan. So P10 is Shadow goes himself into P11. He's boxed the same lap as Jordan. Also trying to go for a bit of an undercut on Chardino, aka Hazy, and Timu. Stay ahead of those guys. Shadow's still 3.9 seconds behind Jordan, so he's still ahead of him. And that is, I think that is a Red Bull, is a Williams of Timu on the S section. That's not good. That's going to allow, he's struggling to get the tyre grip back as he loses it again. As he keeps just out of the wall, his tyres are dead now. He's going to want to box as quick as possible. There goes Chimp. That Jordan awfully close to Timu there. Danger track, joined the track a bit dangerously. Bake off. Could think about a move there. And it's Jordan hitting into him. And it's Jordan hitting into the wall as well. Losing his front wing. Hit it to Matty, and he also hits into the wall. Chimp will be going, thank Christ that was not me. As Zinc now takes the opportunity to box on the hard. So does Burn It Down. So they'll take that. Shadow is the man to gain as he moves up to P5 now. Only 3 people to box in front of him. What's the gap to the leader? 27 seconds. I don't think he's within enough time of the reach to catch Josh if he boxes. But for Hazy, he will. I reckon so. And it's Jordan boxing now again. Change the front wing. Back on the medium tyres he goes. He's going to have to do a stellar stint on his mediums. He's going to have to go all the way to the end if he wants to get a result and hope for a safety car to head back on the hard tyre compound. As we go and go, is that DRS is going to pull Toriod ahead of I'm Down. He's going to beat to the braking. Big contact made. Seems like the car is fine. More contact made between the two. I'm Down will be furious with that. And we go pit the race leader now. Boxes on the hard. So does Hazy. So Hazy will be gaining any positions. And the hard tyres go on for Josh on lap 17 here. Let's see Hazy's pit stop. Good pit stop from the Aston Martin team. Shocker also boxing. Needs a good pit stop. Oh, he's on to the soft set of tyres. So he's gone for a medium soft. You could go medium soft medium or medium soft strategy here. That's a bit odd for him to go to that set tyre. That's going to allow Shallow to get into past Hazy. Just about. Well, that undercut done Shadow well, but it's done Hazy well, the overcut, as he's now within 6 attempts. Cold tyres though, but fresher tyres. That's going to do the life of good to be right back within a fighting podium position chance, as Luke does take the lead of the race, but only just, as he'll stay there for a couple of more laps unless Josh does catch up to him within this lap or the next. Oof. 8th gap to Naismith to Burn It Down. He's losing a bit of time there. He'll have to box it pretty soon, Naismith. So does Matty and Omar. And Mark Angelo and Nano. And I'm Down. So later we'll have to box. And so does Luke, as Josh gets ever so closer and closer and closer to the Haas of the Aston Martin of Hazy. 4 attempts behind Shadow. He's gaining on the straight. Gaining and gaining and gaining. I think about a move down the inside. I think not. I don't think he brakes. He more lifts off a lot, which gives him a great exit through those turn 3, 4, and 5. Hazy now still right behind of that Alpine as Josh gets right close up to Luke now onto the S section. DRS wide open. Luke, don't think he's going to be fighting that. He just lets him by, which he does. Don't blame him. He's not his race. He'll box by the next 2 laps, I suppose. I think Luke. He's not going to fight it too much as he is not his fight. As Naismith gets a 3-second tyre penalty. Hazy now with DRS closer than he was beforehand. 2 tenths separating him and Shadow. And now Shocker goes to the fastest lap with 1 minute 18.7. As Hazy getting the job done on Shadow. And it's a full safety car. Full course safety car for I'm down DNFing on the S section. As I thought there weren't going to be on it any. There is. And it's Jordan Saviour. Well, that does Luke good as well, because now all the hard type people can out box. I don't think that does Hazy any good, as he is on 3 seconds, so that's got to drop him down quite a lot. Okay, now follow me. Oof. Well, that was thrilling, to say much to these. 19 laps without the safety car. I think is that Josh boxing for medium tyres? He is boxing for medium tyres. I mean, Hazy takes the lead, but it down then. Goes to P2, Zinc P3. Luke, I think that staying out pays off for Luke, as he's now P6 with a new set of medium tyres. So is Shadow, Naismith as well. Jordan, ops to box. I don't know if he's still in the section or not. Is that a section or not? I think he is. I'm not 100% sure. So right, this is just wait for people to line up back for the safety car. You won't hear me from me for at least a minute, so mind that. Sorry about it. So Penzomar, alrighty ho. I'm looking at the chat. There's the penalties for you at the moment. You would be up from, you'd be ahead of Chimp, Matty, Shocker, Naismith, Dima, Timu. I think Michelangelo will just stay ahead of you, so you'll be up to B8 right now on pens. Alright, still waiting for one more car to line up for the safety car, and then we'll be back underway. Jordan needs a good start then, after the safety car restart. You'll see the safety car in the start maybe, if the Haas can catch up in time. I think it is in this lap, and Hazy will get us underway again. Oh, will Cialdini produce? He needs to get away from 3 seconds from Josh. Burn it down, and Luke, he stands any chance of a hella position. Is he going to catch anyone out? He is. He's going to catch Burn It Down out just about, as they're both weaving the straight to get their tyres heated up. It's cutting out a bit, but not a lot. It's Josh now on the quick tyre on the mediums. Needs to get himself past this a bit of traffic. As I think that is Dima around the outside on Luke. Great move as Luke thinks about, I think not, and he will take the position back again. So will Shadow on Dima, and not only that, he'll get Michelangelo. Shadow flying on these medium tyres so far, from P8 up to P6 in a matter of 3 corners, and that's absolutely stunning from him. Heading to the sweeping right-handing turn now, as Luke got a bit too close for Josh's liking. As Nate Smith gets past Dima, chasing after Michelangelo as well. It's another 3-second penalty for Hazy. That does not do him good. That's Burn It Down, down. That's Burn It Down, down. That's drivers spinning and hitting each other again. That's Owen Moore hitting each other. That's Tori. That's Luke spinning. Well, Matty. It's Matty getting involved in it, and also Chimp. You cannot ask for a crazier start than that. And Hazy, 6 seconds of pens. Now fearing of Josh, who can just slide his hands up, stick behind him, keep it cool and calm. As now Shadow is not that far away from Josh as well this time. He's chasing after Luke, who's trying to get his first podium of the season, but it's going to be stolen away from Shadow, but he can still get it through the penalty, so he just needs to stay pretty close to Shadow and to Jenga Boy. Yeah, as now Shadow flying on these medium tyres, trying to catch up to Josh now to fill the battle of the lead of the race on penalties. As that's Jordan fighting Torrance. Yeah, I don't know if it's AI racing. I think it is. I don't know if it's in the session still, because it's still ghosted. I think it's not in the session anymore. I think he must have left. Yeah, I can't tell. Oh well. Torrance gets a 3-second penalty. I'm trying to see if it was the AI, if it's the AI line. Nah, it's Jordan. Yeah, never mind. Jordan still trying to gain time then. DRS has been enabled, so we'll see it next lap. 1.2 seconds is the gap between Josh and Shadow. No, that's Hazy. Shadow catching up to Josh ever so slightly on those fresh medium tyres, both of them boxing for that medium tyre compound, and it's playing off through massively. Not too long ago, near enough to hitting that 10 lap mark in Mexico today. Ooh. Good exit, decent exit by Shadow. That's going to keep Josh in DRS with Hazy. Hazy, another free set. I back out the race on lap 14. I won't be racing anymore this season. Racing standards are a joke. I agree with you, mate. That with Matic up there, that was horrendous from him. Horrendous, mate. I couldn't agree more with a bit of the racing standards. And if you saw there by lap, looks like 2 laps ago, 4 cars hit each other near the S section. So I mean, It is a bit ludicrous, mate. I don't blame you. Now Josh hunts down Chardino. Is he going to gain? Is he going to gain? I mean, he's going to think about more attacking and defending than Shadow, because Shadow did a decent job to keep his P2. Toriant here, wish you luck, Jordan. From Goya. That's Toriant. 3 attempts. Behind Nano. Be a good result from Nano. Hasn't had a good couple of races. Definitely would need us to gain his confidence back and get back to scoring some points. As he's catching up to Josh is catching up to Hazy more and more, but so is Shadow to Josh. So this could be an awfully close end to the finish, as we're just about to hit the 10 lap mark. As Naismith gets himself past Luke, but Luke defending the corner hard, very hard, but it's going to allow Naismith to get past Luke and get up to P4. Naismith hunting down his first podium of the season, I'm pretty sure. But is Luke going to get the DRS back as he is on this straight? Sticks with him, down it, got to get the move done. But Naismith can stick with him? No, we can't. Looks like the pace of the DRS just too quick for Naismith as Luke gets back ahead. But to get to the race leader for every 4 seconds, so he's still onto a podium as Josh did get Chaldino on that straight. As now Hazy's now going to have to try and think about defending Shadow. This has been him, and this has been Josh's and his race, really. Pretty much blasting it around this track, especially on this new fresh set of medium tyres. They'll do him a life of good, but they will die near the end of the race. That's Hazy spinning it. Into the wall he goes. Or did he keep it? I think he just kept it out. That's going to drop him down to P5. That's going to give Luke his first podium this season here. I think it's going to be his first podium. As now Shadow and Jenga Boy are going to fight for a lead for the other at Mexico here. The Autodromo Rodriguez circuit. There you go, I'll send it without researching there, ladies and gentlemen. Michelangelo, 3-second penalty. DRS gonna come into handy for Shadow. Which one of these is gonna take the lead? Is it gonna be a Williams or is it gonna be an Alpine? DRS wide open for him here on this straight. Is he going to be close behind? He is right behind. Is he going to think about move turn 1? He isn't. Thinks about not going for it. Round a couple of corners there. Turn 4, 5. Now it turns back on DRS. Is that straight going to be good long enough for him to get a move done? Does seem he has the overall speed that Jenga Boy, and he's still too far back to think of a move, Shadow. So it needs the second sector to be heavenly good if he wants to stay within a gap to overtake with DRS. 9 laps to go. DRS wide open then. They'll finish straight to the chimps with another 3-second pen. I think he's going to be within range. He is closer this time, Shadow. The DRS might come into his hand through now the final corner. This is going to be awfully close between these two. If the battle keeps playing out like this. And now Shadow with DRS. He is close enough now. 3 attempts with DRS open. Long enough straight to do it. Does he have the DRS? I don't think he does. He's closer. He's closer. Closer. He can think about the move on the inside. Doesn't again. He hesitates a bit. Thinks about the safer option. Could go through the next straight, which I think he's within a close enough race to do so this time. As both of them on the same amount of DRS as Naismith now having a 3-second. So is Luke. I don't know, mind, he doesn't. Luke just gets the 3-second. As now Shadow goes to the move, but still stick with it. Josh does. He's got the inside, so Shadow's now having to go the long way round. Worst way round. As now Josh takes the lead of the race. Shadow only a lead for a couple of corners. There's still a lot to learn there through that thingy. He was close enough. Can he still get close enough here? Can he pressure Josh into making a mistake? Well, Zink getting a 3-second penalty. Only these two drivers do not have penalties this race. That's fantastic. Well, for these two. Anyway, for everyone else, pretty poor, lads. Cop on. Shadow, find it tricky to get traction out of the final corner. But he's still within time, and DRS. He'll just use this long straight now, just to gain more time and keep himself up. As Naismith still hunts his first podium down of the season, I think he has got his first podium down. And I think that is a Aston Martin of Cialdino. I think it is Cialdino. I think that's Nano instead. I think it's Nano. It's not Nano, it's Cialdino who retires out of this race. So he is gone. So that's gonna now put him out of contention of winning a race. Shame, really. He was out of it once he spun, really, and got the 3 seconds, and then another 3 seconds. That really killed him. So 4 tenths back is Shadow still, as it stops telling me when I'm getting the penalties. Stops telling me. Stops telling. Okay. Shadow still chasing down Jenga Boy. Hunting down Josh still. Shadow chasing his first win. Josh chasing down, I think this is his third win. I think he's trying to chase down. That's now is right behind him. 6 laps to go. Be very eventful next 6 laps, as these two are going to be right by it from lap to lap to lap. They have been since lap 24. Still chasing him down. So into the wrong long section here. Let's keep the traction. Josh seems like he was struggling a bit there. That's going to give Shadow a bit of an advantage. Heading into the long straight then. They still hunt each other down for the lead. Omar right behind Chimp, and Omar could get a move done on Chimp just in time, joining on him, and Omar down the inside to go on Chimp. Chimp leaves no space and both of them make contact, and then Nano is caught up within it. Oh, Nano was just a pure victim in a silly mistake done by Omar and Chimp there. That's unfortunate. That means no one's really racing with each other. They're all 1 second apart. Apart from Shadow and Josh, it seems like it's the only fight at the moment of time, apart from Chimp, who's chasing down that point against Matikov. And Omar on Torrent. He's gaining more and more time with DRS on that straight. Also well on the second straight. I'll go on board with him as Chimp gets past Matikov. As no Omar still like he has the DRS. Keep it with Torrent here on this straight. He'll be in a gain time in the corners as Torrent took that curve a bit awkward for him. Onto the wrong right-hander. Omar taking a bit of a sausage curve. And I think that is Shocker. No, it's not Shocker. I think that's Burn It Down, who retires on track. Looks like that doesn't lead to another safety car. As now Shadow is closer ever than Josh, heading onto that long straight. 4 attempts separating them. He has the DRS advantage, Shadow, so he needs to use it pretty well. I think he just hesitates about using the thing. As you can see, Josh is blinking red. He has run out of ERS. He needs to gain him up through these corners now. As Shadow will be looking at them going, thank you very much. Let's see if he can still get the thingy with 4 laps remaining to go of Mexico. Shadow still 4 tenths behind. Josh needs a good second sector. Looks like he's lifting a lot there. Needs to avoid track limits as well. That's the only thing he needs to avoid. Shadow is pretty confident within his skill ability to keep within 4 attempts of these two. That's a Shadow. Gets a good exit down on this. 3 attempts behind. He has now the ERS. Not only that, Josh has been using the ERS to stay realistically behind, ahead still. ERS being used now, I think, by the Alpine. No, still hesitant to use it and still stays behind him. He's trying to force Josh to do a mistake, maybe to get 3 seconds, possibly. Or is he waiting for the last 3 laps? Well, the last lap to have the proper go at him. 3 attempts still separate the team and Josh. No mistakes need to be done by Shadow. No mistakes need to be done by Josh. Pretty done well. And not much battles really going along, apart from Omar and Torrent. Omar looked off track there, so I don't think he's going to get a bit of a better exit than Torrent. As Omar goes through these right hand now to the long right hander. We're going to exit here to see if we can get up to P8. Still needs to, it looks too much inside of the curve there, and again that's going to cost him 3 seconds, as I thought as much. I think it's not going to be too forced wide. Here he goes. Ooh, yikes. Still 4 attempts on the straight now. Lap 34 out of 36. Shadow still right behind Josh, but closer than ever. Could think about a move down the inside. Hesitant again. He could have got the move done there possibly. He has the DRS and the ERS. It's definitely forcing Josh to use the ERS there. And he uses DRS again. Could get the move down on this corner. It could have, again, it's too hesitant. He's letting Josh have the advantage here. It's probably the last lap where he will probably strike at him. 4 attempts to the gap. And there's Armour getting the job done on Torrent before heading through turn 5 down that straight, and he's got the job done. And I think Timu's right behind Luke. Timu wanted to get a good result for Williams. I think he is, but he's got 12 seconds of penalties, but he is ahead of Zinc by 5 seconds and ahead of Shocker, so I think he'll keep this P5. I don't think he'll get any higher than that, as that 12 seconds will instantly knock him down from Luke. So, wow, this is going to be close. As we go, Shadow, it's that 35 now, 4 tenths behind Josh. DRS keeping him within it still. So that, I think that lap might prove pivotal. As we look to the penultimate lap now, 35. He uses a bit of his ERS now there, Shadow to stay ahead, to keep with Josh for these couple of corners. Then I think he will strike. But on that lap where he was just right there side by side, he had the ERS, so even with the DRS, Josh really had enough pace to stay ahead. That's Omar DNFing within the pit lane. I think he's had enough. And he needs to praise. Timu is going to go for the move on the Haas. Gets a good side by side with him. On onto that right section. Looks to go off track a bit. And they're going to come contact Timu and Luke. That's going to cost Luke a lot through this corner. That's going to allow Timu to pass, but I think Timu is going to be the fair man and give the position back. I think he wants to overtake like that. As Shadow now, he's only got 1 lap to do it now. That, I think lap 33 proved dividend. I think I was there or now. Now or never, rate 34 meant. As he's 5 tenths back, he's going to use the ERS now on the last lap, and he is. I was right. He was waiting for this pivotal moment to use it. He's got the ERS now, 3 tenths behind, using it more and more. Josh, defenseless against it. He's going to go for the move down the inside. Shadow. Oh, Josh defends it well on the last lap. Josh takes a bit more of the orange curb, which is going to allow Shadow to get a bit more of a better exit with the DRS down the straight. feeling that heat off the car. Down the inside he's going to go. He's going to force Josh to go the long way round. Josh is going to get it done onto the inside. That's going to force Shadow to go the long way down. Off the track as well. Still wheel to wheel. Josh defending for his absolute life. More than you can believe. The car is feeling it. The Alpine is feeling the heat. He's right there. Josh is there. Oh my lord, I have nothing to say at the moment. Through this S section to go. Through one DRS range to go. Shadow needs to get this DRS move done. He needs to get a move down the inside done. Otherwise, it's Josh. It's win race to win. Down the inside he goes. The corner has been caught. He's lost it. Oh, Shadow has lost it. The impatient impales off. He should have gone for the move, and he was right there into the lap 33. That's going to come Josh, the only man not to get penalty, around the final corner to come win the Mexican GP. Josh wins. Shadow comes P2. Naismith takes a podium position. Timu will get a job done to get a P5. Luke gets a great result for Haas to get a P4. Oh wow, shocker to end up P6 for the Haas team, as Torian will only take P7. Haas gaining good points today, as Chimp will get Zinc on the second final, on this final corner, as I allow him to get P8, as Zinc will get P9. I think he ran out of full fuel towards the end, as Matty will take down to P11, giving the Alpine the other Alpha Tauri P10. Nano will take P12, and Jordan will having to take P13. You can breathe now. Oh my lord, what a race, what a race. Oh, there's the Williams celebrating on that infamous Mexico podium. The Mexican fans delighted that he put on a show from today. Domination from pole to win, and I didn't think he'd get fastest lap in the end, as Josh celebrating the champagne. So does the Alpine. I think that is Shadow's best race I've ever seen, better than his Zanzut one, carrying good form over. And now he is absolutely delighted. I think Shocker got the fastest lap at the end, so I don't have a grand slam for Josh. I think he just misses that out by a couple of tenths. So that is your race then. Oh, wow, a lot to speak about. Oh my days, I'm absolutely out of breath, to say the least. Fantastic race. That would put Josh now in the lead of the championship, I suppose, because Jordan's no longer here to do it. So we got a new championship leader, with Jenga Boy taking the lead of the championship. It's looking spicy after that now. And in the constructors, and I think that's going to put Williams back into a fight in chance, as Timu and Josh put in a stellar performance to give themselves a very good set of points on the McLaren team, who only has one driver in P8. So next race you'll have me again as per usual. So let's see where we are heading next week. The F1 calendar. Next we're heading into Brazil, and it's a sprint race, so we've got about 40 odd laps of racing to do. Right, I think that is it. Thank you for tuning in. The video, the YouTube will be put on, this race will be put on YouTube as per later on today or tomorrow by Josh, and been fantastic. I'll give you guys a fantastic bit of sending off with a bit of Mexican GP music. As per, been fantastic. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoyed today's race. I hope I give yourself a good show here from the commentary box from myself. and I shall see you next week in Brazil. Adios!